Radio. I got two super, super sexy men sitting up here with me tonight. So I am definitely very honored to have Mr. Mitch Cradle here tonight. All right, all right. And I got funny man, Mr. Ty Dixon.
Hey, baby.
Hey. I asked him to join me at the very last minute, and guess what? He was here.
Of course.
That's
All
right.
you gotta do is call me.
I love it. I love it.
You know that.
Great. So what's going on, fellas? Thank you for coming.
Not much. I'm just happy to be sitting here.
Hey, Mitch.
First of all,
I was going to say, I need you to say something.
I just said I'm happy to be sitting here with him.
Just the man that put it all together.
That's
you know
right.
That,
I'm still happy to be sitting here with him.
Hey.
No, I'm doing good, just having fun.
Awesome. So again, thanks for joining. Let us know what's going on with you. You got the safe house going on here.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to mention that, first of all, thank to God that we were able to get Safe House DC nonprofit organization kicked off. We had a tremendous summer working with 100 youth from the Marienburg Summer Youth Employment Program, which got our feet in the door with the DC government. So now we're in a position to now receive government contracts and working with youth. I mean, something I've been doing for like 30 plus years with no contracts. Now I'm just blessed to be able to do it with contracts now.
Right.
So that's been a blessing.
That's amazing. So how long has this been in the works?
Well, we just got it got everything established in January. So we just really getting on our feet, but we're still putting things together to move forward and add additional things. Right now we are teaching film production, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and different life skills. And we want to expand it to more things, but we're going to take our time so we're able to be in a position to staff people who can teach different things moving forward. And we just want to be a positive example for youth here in the city, youth, young adults, returning citizens. I mean, anyone that needs us, we just want to be available for services.
Exactly. I think that's a beautiful thing. Ty, you've worked with this man on many occasions.
Oh, this is the man that put me in the game.
I was gonna say, how does it feel to be working with him?
Oh, it's a blessing from the day one that it started till now, and I can promise you that the kids that are going to be working under him are going to experience the same thing that I have experienced as an adult. If I had a man like him back when I was a kid, who knows where I might be at right now, though. I got in the game late.
Oh, you got in it late.
Yeah, he found me playing around on the internet, and since he found me, that's when sky's the limit, you know.
Awesome.
Since then.
So you work with him on how many projects of his?
Wow.
Do you got one out that ain't been?
I don't even know. I use them for everything.
Exactly.
I really do.
Yeah, he just called me, and it don't matter.
Right.
Yeah. And then sometime I might just show up and he be like, "Hey, go over there." I wasn't supposed to be here though. I just showed up to show support.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, well, I need you to do this right now. This is going over there.
I mean, a body's a body.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
So, Mitch, what was it that drew you to Ty that made you want to tell him, "Hey, go over there and just stand there, say something," or
his personality, his humor, just his general connect with people. I just love people who are just genuine good with other people.
Right.
And we can work the rest out as we go.
Exactly. So you have these, let's talk about one movie you got that I know you just recently worked on with the youth, the Bunny Man movie.
Well,
what's up with that?
Well, we haven't filmed the movie yet. We just did like a little small promo video. And I was going to start production for that this fall, but a great opportunity has come in reference to me creating a series that I will have the opportunity to show to some TV One executives. So I couldn't pass the opportunity up. I mean, you just can't not pass up opportunities. If my lawyer wouldn't have called me and had that conversation with me, we probably been filming The Bunny Man probably within maybe 6 weeks. But because we had that conversation, I had to pump the brakes, and Bunny Man's not going nowhere. So I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity because it may never come again.
Exactly. Now, explain to us, though, what exactly is the Bunny Man?
Well, the Bunny Man is a fictional...
Are you aware of the Bunny Man?
Yeah, I'm aware of the Bunny Man. Yes, I am.
Lord.
I'm aware of the
I think
Bunny
everyone in D.C. probably above 40 should know about the Bunny Man. You just have to know about the Bunny Man. It's just something that scared the hell out of us as kids, I remember clearly in 1973 when I was 10 years old. That thing terrorized our neighborhood over in Butler Garden Southeast. It whether it was real or not, which we still don't know, it terrorized us and it brought a lot of fear in us. And on a daily basis, we were scared to death.
So the bunny man was what? A man that dressed in a bunny
I don't
suit
know what it was.
that
I still
went
haven't
around DC and I mean,
I don't know what it was. The myth.
It's a dude
When you 10 years, old,
what?
when you 10 years old, the myth is enough. You don't need to see nobody, no damn bunny suit. Somebody tell you he coming, you run.
Their mama used that to make them stay in school back in the day because they used to skip a lot, probably.
I mean, even in school,
The bunny man gonna get you.
Even in school, going to Moulton Elementary, there were days when we were afraid to come outside, or we'd be outside. Somebody say, "Bunny man behind the tree." Man, even the teachers, everybody ran.
Wow.
What?
So I mean, we don't know if it was real or not. And I'm like a little older now, and I still don't know if it's real, but I have a hell of a story to tell in reference to it, which will awaken him and bring him back today.
Exactly.
So it'd be a real good story, and it's related to bullying. So it'll fit into a lot of things that's going on today with our youth as well.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So how are you relating that to bullying, though? I know bullying, is a big thing in our schools now. So yeah.
The story is about a father whose son is constantly being bullied, and the father, like today, he's doing everything he can to try to get these bullies to leave his son alone. And the more he uses this myth of the bunny man to try to scare these bullies who's not paying him no attention,
right,
he's awakening the real bunny man. Then I can't tell you no more.
Wow. Okay. What you got to say? I
can't say no more. That's the storyline. That's the promo. I can't say no more.
That's enough for bunny man for me.
Right.
So bunny man seems pretty interesting. I'd like to know what
I know.
the other one is that you're going to put into play that since you're not going, you said you're going to put Bunny Man on hold.
Yeah, I'll put it on hold. I have to. Maybe till the spring.
So since he put Bunny Man on hold, like what's next? What you gonna pursue since you gonna put Bunny Man on hold?
Well, I know one thing he gonna pursue. He gonna pursue some true crime and justice. He gonna pursue some redemption. He's gonna pursue some informant.
That's right.
What's going on with that?
That's right.
See there?
That's right. I mean, she knows.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to talk to Bridget. You don't need to talk to me. You need to call Bridget.
Hang out sometimes so I can get the inside scoop.
Exactly.
Because I be sitting on the sidelines like, hey, coach.
Come in.
I want to play, please. Can I play?
So what's going on with all of the crime series that you have going on right now?
Yeah, what I wanted to do was I wanted to touch some stories dealing with true crimes as well as community-oriented stories. So that's why with Redemption, starring Bridget Davis.
That's right.
Redemption will be a in-studio piece where ex-offenders will be interviewed and they're talking about some of the things they went through in their lives and where they've been and then where they are today. So we want to showcase what they're doing positive today opposed to concentrating on what they did, but we most definitely still have to touch on that as well, as you know. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to show a good light and give these guys opportunities and to show people that you can survive with a second chance. Because like the first person, one of the first guys who we're interviewing, he was in prison for murder.
Right.
And he has changed his life around, and as you will get opportunity to talk to him, he's a good guy now. He's doing positive things in the community. And that's what it's about,
Right.
And with the other true crime and justice series, like I said, both of them going to be pilots, first of all, with Capital Murders with Dana Hicks, a.k.a. Dana Dane.
Hey, Dana.
What's up,
sis? We're going to tell murder stories.
Right.
And the first one we're going to tell is the 2003 Colonel Brooks Tavern triple murder, which I happen to be the detective on, so she most definitely will be able to interview me in depth about things that no one has never interviewed me about.
Right.
And then we have the surviving victim, which most people, no one has interviewed him before. Mm-hmm. So this will be his first public interview, and there's a lot of things that he wants to say and let people know as far as what went on in that tavern while he was in there. And he has a lot of things in his mind. He wants to get out, and we're going to give him the opportunity. So he most definitely will be speaking, and also we will speak to a couple of family members, and more than likely behind curtain or blacked out, I will have the person speaking who helped me close the investigation. of someone who I would never reveal his identity.
Right.
So we're gonna do that in a real secret type way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So why was this so important to you to be able to allow, them to tell their stories? Like why did this touch you so much that you wanted to be able to tell their stories?
Well, with redemption, there are a great deal of people out here on the streets who are working. They're working in the communities. They're doing so good. They're doing this. They're doing that, and people don't look at them as if they've done something great. When you have spent years in prison, even if you spent a small time in prison, doesn't matter. If you've been to prison and now you out here doing productive things in society, to me that's heroic because you have changed your life around and now you're doing things to not only better yourself but to better your community, to better the lives of other people, young people. And a lot of young people who are out here in the streets can relate to people like that. They cannot relate to everyone that's wearing a suit and a tie.
Exactly.
Sometimes they have to relate to someone who come from their communities. And we have so many guys out here who are now doing so many positive things, but they're not being recognized because, social media is being flooded by the G's or everybody who's doing well. We have some guys who've been through a lot. They don't want everybody to know some of the things they've been through, but through storytelling with redemption, we're going to most definitely give them the opportunity to tell their stories the way they want to tell it, let them reach who they want to reach, and then we're going to show everyone, okay, yeah, he was that or she was that, but now this is what they're doing. And to let them know we're proud of them.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I think that is something that's very, a good thing because it helps others, even those that are returning citizens from being incarcerated, to let them know that it's a good thing to try to turn yourself around and want to do something positive because we do recognize that.
Exactly. And we have to show them we love them as well because
Right.
you've done something in the past. We all have done something. A lot of us just didn't get caught.
Exactly.
We all have, even myself, I've been in the police for 29 years. We all have done something. A lot of us just never been caught.
Right.
And there are some who were caught and served a lot of time in prison, and we shouldn't cast them to the side or act like they don't exist because they done some of the same things that some of us have done. We just changed our lives around before they did.
Exactly. Exactly. So when can we expect to see some of the true crime series projects? When can we?
Well, we're gonna film both on October 7th. We're scheduled to film both of the shows at DCTV, but with DCTV, they by me just being a producer there, I have to wait on others to work with me because everything up there is volunteering. Okay. So I put out a casting call for people to work the lights, people to work the cameras, people to do this, people to do that. Oh, awesome. So I did that, and I'm still waiting on some people's replies. But I created my own plan B. I'm creating my own in-house studio. I mean, as you see his Listen Vision, it can be done.
Exactly.
All you need is the proper equipment, the right people. You set it up. So when people see the shows, they not even gonna know they know now because I'm telling them. But if I wouldn't have told them, they wouldn't have known where it's filmed at. I went online, found out what equipment I need, what do I need this, I need that. And I ordered everything, and now I'm just waiting for the rest of the stuff to arrive. And I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna do a little practice gig with me being on the mic, rocking the mic. Might tell Ty come over. We have some fun on the mic.
Oh, Ty gonna come. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Have some fun just to make sure everything works.
Oh, Lord.
We have to make sure it works. We have to make sure it works. I'm ordered a few sets of furniture, ordered different curtains, ordered all that different stuff. Because when I went up to DCTV, I made sure I looked at all the equipment, and I'm like, everything in the studio can be done on your own.
Exactly.
It's
That's
just that they just have the outlet because they have a facility, but I have an empty house. So what's the difference?
Exactly.
So I'm using my house as a plan B because we have to do it on October 7th because I don't want to keep prolonging this, and I don't want to keep waiting on the DCTV crew to accommodate me. So if they not ready, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do it.
Exactly.
And it's going to be done professionally. It's going to look good because my cameras are better of a high quality than what they have.
Right.
Nice.
So I'm not worrying about the quality of the look.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So I know, Ty, you've been in a lot of Mr. Mitch's productions and so forth. How are you able to throw yourself into a lot of the characters that he's given you? Like, are you definitely relatable to a lot of the characters that you've played, or did you really have to do some formatting of yourself to be able to fit?
Well, it depends on which one it has been. I think I played a crooked. What is it?
Don't ask me. You played it.
Drug dealer once, crooked officer once. I've been playing a lot of crooked roles.
Okay. Oh goodness, I wonder
I played-
why, Mitch.
I played.
No comment.
I played the funny guy. I have played the funny guy, which he likes to see me play.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
I even played a lover who got killed.
Oh
So I done-
goodness.
Oh
It's-
yeah, that's
but-
right.
But,
Yeah.
but for me, what it is that when he gives me anything,
Mm-hmm.
I read it from front to end, and then I portray myself as that particular person, and I try to insert myself, no
Exactly.
matter what it is. So it's kind of like an actor's technique that I took up from high school.
Right. Right.
So I just try to put myself in a person's shoes and imagine me and my emotions, how I would feel going through that particular situation.
Exactly.
And so that's how I think I'm able to portray my roles and not know if it's scripted for me or not.
Right. Right. Right.
So I think I got a knack for that.
Okay. I like that. I like that. So Mitch,
Yes.
informant.
Ooh, my God.
Uh-oh.
Can we talk about that? Are
Yeah,
we
we can
allowed
talk
to talk
about it.
about that
I'ma-
just yet?
I'm gonna say I won't say enough. I mean, I won't say too much, but I'll say
Okay.
enough to entertain everyone.
Okay. Well, let us know what's going on with the informant.
Informant is a story. Like I said, we're gonna shoot a pilot episode, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give it to my attorney, and he's gonna take it to TV One, A&E channel, a couple of other places that he already spoke to. So he's gonna do his thing with that. And informant is a different kind of story. Only way I'm saying it's a different kind of story because most urban stories are told from the streets, but this one's gonna be told from the perspective of the law enforcement side.
Uh-huh.
But it's going to be a young man. The story's going to be about a young man, which is based on a true story. And I have to change so many things in the story so no one will actually know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
I have to change the names. I have to change some of the locations. I have to change how the investigations went down, who did this, who did. I'm changing everything just to protect a person's real identity because I had a conversation with the person who I am portraying, and he said, "Yeah, Mitch, I want you to do this, but just do what you do, and I trust you, and I know you're not going to reveal who I am because this person is like walking around here every day right now, and no one ever knew that this is they won't know this is a story, and it's gonna shed a light on a lot of things with the police and dealing with informants. Like I ain't trying to bust nobody out. I ain't trying to step on MPD toes. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. It's just me telling a story that's coming from someone else, and he's trusting me to relate the story, and he know I would take his name to my grave. So
exactly,
I'm gonna rock the story, and it's a real good, gritty, dark, but entertaining story.
Wow. And
whoever's involved is gonna have some fun with it because this is gonna be something different than Boss. It's gonna be something different than all that other stuff that I done filmed because this is some real street stuff. And like I say, I've seen a lot of movies which inspire me to tell the story a certain way, but I'm gonna tell it my way and not tell it the way I've seen other people tell their stories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. I'm interested in that myself.
It's deep. It's deep because being and the only reason I'm saying it's deep because being a law enforcement officer for 29 years.
Wow.
There are some people that they know I would take their names to my grave.
Exactly.
And that's what this story is going to be about. And it's going to be deep. You're going to want to watch it because you're going to want to be like, damn, who they talking about? Who this? Who that? Oh, shit, I know that. No, you don't.
Right.
I'm going to let everybody guess whatever they want to say. You can't buy me no drink. You can't tickle my ear. You can't
That's
play.
right.
I'm not telling nobody nothing.
That's
There's
right.
nothing that's going to make me tell you who I'm talking about in this story.
Right.
No one will never know because they're not going to know. And that person and that's why I respect the people I deal with on the streets and through my career doing law enforcement because there are people who really trust me, and this is going to show people that I can't be. I can still be trusted. I'm not going to tell nobody who this person is.
Exactly.
I wouldn't tell. Let me tell you something. Everybody know how I am with Trina, the rapper. Oh my God, I have a serious crush on Trina. I wouldn't tell her.
Uh-oh. Trina.
I wouldn't tell Trina. You listen to Trina, I wouldn't tell you, sweetheart. I don't care what you show me or tell. Oh my God.
He said he don't tell Trina.
It'll be hard. Lord, I'm tell a tie. Oh my God.
That's real serious right there.
Oh,
You don't tell
Lord.
Trina.
It'll be hard for me not to tell Trina, but I would not tell Trina.
All right, hey
wouldn't
Trina,
tell
I
anyone.
know you know how to get it out of him. I know you know.
Oh Lord, I've probably been unshot. If I'm about to say it, I've been unshot myself in the head.
agree.
Good God Almighty, Lord have mercy. Woo.
So, do you credit your years in law enforcement to be able to fuel all of these ideas that you have, considering, all of the crime stories and so forth that you have coming about?
Yes, I say that. Yes, because my first 2 books were based on my experience on the streets, and I just changed things around so people won't know who I'm talking about.
Right, exactly.
That's a good idea.
Right. Wow. Well, quick break. Give me about 2 seconds, y'all. 2 shakes, 2 shakes, 2 shakes, 2 shakes, 2 shakes. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a quick break. And what you got to say?
I was asking, did he want some cake?
Oh, right.
Okay.
I need some snacks up in this joint.
You know what? I cannot. All right, y'all. We sit here passing gummy bears back and forth.
Lucy.
Eat your gummy bears, 3 for $1. There you go.
I don't want them gummy bears.
Yeah,
Oh,
Away from me. We're going to take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be back
we
in
don't
2
like
shakes.
kissing Esther.
We'll be right back. Hey, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back over here to Sexy Sundays at listenvisionlive.com. UStyle Magazine Live Radio in the building with my 2 sexy guests, Mr. Mitch Grado and the crazy funny man passing out gummy bears, Mr. Ty Dixon.
You want some gummies, baby? Everybody loves a gummy bear.
I can't. But hey, before we get started back with this interview, I just want you guys to let you guys know, if you guys want to get any of my UStyle Magazine buttons to support UStyle Magazine, I have them available. Thanks to Mr. Bone Simmons, who created these beautiful buttons for me. So if you guys are interested in getting any buttons, please let me know. I am passing them out. So thanks again, Bones. I love you, family. So next, what I want to know, on a serious note, honestly, Mitch, coming from a former detective background, it's been all over social media about the whole Kanika Jenkins situation. Yeah, exactly. And I've even seen you chime in on several occasions about this situation. How do you feel about that? Like, what are your takes on that right now?
Well, with investigations, you have to know all the... I don't form opinions on them because I don't know all the facts. I mean, they put some video footage up there. They did this, they did that. But I didn't see anything, whereas when she entered the freezer.
Exactly.
I need to see everything from A through Z. And just a prime example, when I was going down back and forth to Georgia, working on the Kendrick Johnson case, that's the first thing I requested when I got down there to talk to the FBI. I said, no, dude, don't show me this clip. Show me from A through Z what went on that day in the school, and don't show me what you want to show me.
Exactly.
So even with Kanika, before I even formed an opinion, I want to see the whole thing. If I don't see the whole thing, I'm not going to say anything, because a lot of people don't understand, when you look at video footage, the image is bigger.
Exactly.
You know, it widens out. You know, it depends on the system, how good the system is. So I'm not gonna. I don't. That's why I haven't said anything about the case, because I would need to know all the facts before I can say anything professionally. But other than that, I just listen to and read what everyone else is saying.
Right. Exactly. I know you made a comment on one of your posts. I don't know if it was a comment or if the fact that basically you was telling the writer to stop being Detective Gadget and just
Yeah. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you got people sitting there looking at an image that they got off of social media
right,
and
right,
making their judgment on it all. And only thing that's doing is hurting the family who's sitting there looking at social media themselves.
exactly.
So I mean, if you just fall back and wait for all the information to come out and just let it come out the way it's supposed to,
Right.
through the proper channels and everything, it'll make it a little bit less stressful on
Yeah.
the family. 'Cause you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right now, you stress people on social media don't know it, but end of the day, that's somebody's daughter, and this lady sitting here
Exactly.
trying to go, you know, and then she gonna take what somebody else might say at a different way, and then she might be processing that because she got so many different thoughts going through her
Exactly.
head right now.
Exactly.
She just wants somebody. She just wants to see the truth, and like he said, he wants to see the tape from the beginning to the end.
Right.
At the end of the day, she should be seeing that tape before the activists, in my book.
And that is very true.
I wouldn't want no activist to come telling me I seen the tape. No, I don't care what you seen. Let me see the tape.
That's right.
Show me
right.
the tape from beginning to the end, and show me where my child was, and all that kind of stuff. That's what she needs.
But see, she needs that. She wants that. Even the activists want it. Everybody in the United States wants that. But from a law enforcement perspective, if the investigation is still going on, no one is going to see it. That's what makes it so uneasy, and that's what frustrates people, because here it is, pieces of the video have been released, but law enforcement is not releasing. Law enforcement, well, they shouldn't. Law enforcement is not going to release their evidence. We can't release evidence, because what if she is murdered?
And that's something
You
I
can't release evidence. So yeah, you can't do
I don't
that.
understand
Right,
right there, though. What
right.
he just said, he's
Can't
saying
do
that if law enforcement didn't release this footage that we are watching, well, how are we watching this footage if it's not law enforcement released?
Yeah, but just like the case in Georgia, people from the school, people that were employed by the school were releasing video footage. The law enforcement didn't release it. They didn't release anything. It was people associated with the school and other things going on down there was releasing stuff just to satisfy. See, people, a lot of times, activists and people release stuff just to satisfy people. But my thing is this, and just like even when I done with my murder case, I used to always tell the families, look, I know you're frustrated, but just trust me.
Right.
Let me do my investigation, and then I will tell you what you want to know. Right now,
Right.
I can't tell you anything because it's going to influence. You may say something to someone else. You may say something to someone else. The next thing you know, here is a person who may have been involved, may got some information that he can use, or now, oh man, they know this, they know that. I don't want anybody to know anything, so I tell them just trust me. I mean, but now with today's social media, everybody want to investigate cases in the media, and I mean law enforcement, they want to throw cases in the media. I mean, I'll be like, no disrespect, but out of the integrity of the investigation, we cannot release certain things.
Exactly.
We cannot. I mean, people be like, what you hiding? Ain't nobody hiding anything. I just
Right.
want to do a clean, thorough investigation without anything being tampered with, and I want to be able to go to this family, because I'm working for the family, and I'm working
Right.
for the deceased. I'm
Right.
not working for the
Right.
community. I'm not
Right.
working for Joe Blow on social media or Egbert on Instagram. I'm working for
Exactly.
the family, so therefore I want to give that family 1,000% of my investigation, and not. I don't fall prey to social media, so I can care less. I don't care what people say. You
Right.
do what you want to do, but I'm going to give that family 1,000% before anything is released.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: so even with all of the productions that you have coming up, how are you able to gain the confidence and the trust of the individuals to allow you to tell their stories?
It's just, because I'm allowing them to tell their stories. I'm not sitting there saying, say
But
this,
but
say
the thing
this,
about it is,
say
though,
that. They
is
telling
you're
their
bringing
story.
their stories to us.
They trust me because
So-
well, like with the true crime and justice stories, Capital Murder is the one I'm doing with Dana Dane. I already have a relationship with a lot of the people I'm gonna be dealing with, and when I go to other detectives for their cases, they're gonna have relationships with the people they're gonna deal with. And like the gentleman who's going to be speaking on the first one, we're gonna do the Colonel Brooks case. I mean, me and him built a relationship just based on the interrogation. I had him in my office for probably maybe 12 hours, drilling him, thinking he's involved, and he was never involved.
Right.
And we got to a certain point where that drew us close together because I can honestly look him in the face and I knew he was not involved.
Right.
So as my investigations continued on, I was able to strengthen that relationship with him because I was able to bring to justice the people who murdered his 3 co-workers in that freezer.
Wow.
So you build a relationship with the people you're involved in, and that trust comes in play because, you know, I'm gonna treat people with the same amount of respect they're gonna treat me. I'm not gonna lie to them. I'm not gonna do none of that kind of stuff. So you build that trust, and then they feel comfortable dealing with you opposed to other law enforcement people because at a certain point in your life, you got to deal with police somehow, some way.
Exactly.
Whether good or bad, you're gonna deal with them.
Exactly. I mean, you sitting here, you twitching, or is it the gummy bears? I mean, you got something to say?
That wasn't no gummy bear. That was the truth. You're gonna deal with them
You're gonna deal with them some kind of way, if it's
Right.
good or bad.
Right. So I don't know. Are you familiar with the Colonel Brooks story? I'm not
It's
like.
not too far from where you grew up at.
Yeah, I remember I remember the Colonel Brooks Tavern.
That's it.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right,
I
right,
remember
right.
that, but I don't remember, a crime that took place there. Like I'm completely
Wow.
clueless. Yeah, exactly.
That was a vicious crime that took place over there. I remember.
Wow.
It was probably less than a mile away from where I grew up.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, it was right around the hood.
My goodness. So this is going to be a series that they're going to be about how long? Like how many? Is it like a 30-minute?
No, well, we're gonna stretch the pilots. We're gonna try to do both pilots, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Not really sure, but there's gonna be so much reenactment, especially with the capital murders. We're gonna shoot a lot of reenactments of the crime itself. Matter of fact, you favor one of the shooters. I'm gonna have to use you. Ty
I
favor
was
one of the
there.
guys.
Bam.
You
Bingo. Boom.
do.
That
You favor one of
is.
the guys.
That is.
He favor one of the guys.
That is.
I'm not gonna say his name, but he favor one. Where were you at? It's like, look, no, he do favor one of the guys though.
You know what I'll be playing real soon,
You know?
don't you?
But we're gonna do reenactments of the entire investigation. I mean, the case started in D.C. We ended up going down to Richmond, Colonial Heights, Virginia, where the last suspect committed suicide. So we're gonna do
Oh,
a
my
whole
goodness.
bunch of reenactments into this entire crime, and we're gonna tell one hell of a story.
Exactly. So I was going to say, so this is going to be a very extensive project
Yes.
as far as pulling it all together.
Yeah, because what I want to do with both of them, first I want to film both shows, Redemption. Matter of fact, all 3 shows, Redemption, Capital Murders, and Informant. And I want to shoot pilots because, like with DCTV, because at the last result, I put them on DCTV. I just want to get the audience's replies. Because if I
Exactly.
create it, make it, and put it out there, and only 10 people watch it, then I'm
Right.
not gonna. Then I'm done. Because
Exactly.
you have to. It's a smart idea to shoot the pilots to see if you can build an audience. Because you don't want to. I don't want to spend a whole 6 months filming something, and then I do all this filming and don't nobody look at it. So
Right.
when I do a pilot and people enjoy it, I get feedback. DCTV audience people like it. YouTube people like it. Facebook people like it. Then I'm like, okay, all right, Bridget. Okay, Bridget. Let's line up. And
Y'all
let's-
heard him say Bridget.
Let's do 8
Y'all heard him
more.
say
Let's
Bridget.
do 6, 8 more or whatever episodes. And the same with Dana. Let's do more episodes. Same
Right,
with Informant. Hey
exactly.
guys, let's film more episodes. So I just want to give people feedback before I commit to going further.
Exactly.
That's all. It's just something that they do in television. A lot of times you see pilots come out, then you won't see the rest of it until maybe 6 months later. They just want feedback, and that's
Right.
something I sort of picking up when I took a class with DCTV. Just shoot a pilot and see how people react, and then you go from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because I know you did a lot of work with the kids with the Back to the Bunny Man movie. How did they respond to that?
Man, them
Like,
kids
what
was
were
like,
their
man, they was like-
interactions with you when it came to that?
They were like, man, anybody never heard of no bunny, man.
He ain't scared
when
nobody.
when I'm talking to the kid, I'm trying to get them. But when we start filming, they start feeling the realness of it.
Exactly.
Because we filmed that little promo near some woods.
And that's what I was
abandoned
going to say, because,
street.
yeah, you guys were like
Yeah,
out in the woods, like the whole
exactly.
effect, and I'm sitting there looking
Yeah,
like,
we
okay.
put one young boy in the middle of the woods. So we was doing all that stuff, and they was like, hold up. And I could see the fear in them. They like, I said, go stand there. No, I ain't going to stand over there. So they start to feel it. And I'm like, oh, y'all thought we were playing?
Exactly.
Yeah, we weren't
It's not a
playing.
game.
This was not a game. So because they got involved, they felt the realness of it. So when we finally shoot the real Bunny Man, we're gonna be scaring the hell out of kids and just the filming of it. They're gonna be
Exactly.
scared.
He got a knack for that on set though.
They're gonna be scared.
Really?
Yeah, he been scaring people since we've been on set. Like he put you in the trunk, forget to say cut.
Oh no.
I mean, it's just part of.
He had you running for like 4 blocks and forget to say cut. You be running. The next thing you know, you hear somebody way in the back. Cut. Like,
Trying to make it real.
you could have said that a little bit sooner.
We be out there filming. The police will come through, drawing guns out on us.
Yeah,
Oh,
pulling real guns out.
Yeah.
We got fake guns. They pulling real guns out. Everything.
Just trying to keep it real, you know? Get that real effect.
Right,
And
exactly.
we've been getting it, so we've been having fun. I'd be jumping out there in my little bag. They can't even hardly see it. I'd be like, hold up, slow down, wait.
See, he not telling you how he really scared the kid. He scared this one young boy one time, and he said, "I don't even want to act no more."
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we had a gun. We fired a gun. He didn't know the gun was going to really fire. It was a prop gun. It looks real.
Okay.
And we shot him, and he didn't realize it was going to look and feel that real. That motherfucker, he passed out as if he was really shot. He said, "Oh my God, y'all scared me." He said, "Why did y'all tell me it was going to fire like that?"
Oh no.
Yeah, we wanted to get the realness of the effect of the gunshot, you know? So we didn't tell him. And he's like, "Man, I'm not acting no more. I'm not acting no more."
Right.
You were
there too?
Yeah.
I was
He was
there.
18,
Oh,
so we didn't have to
no.
notify his parents. So he was good.
Exactly.
It's like with the bunny man. We put a young boy in the woods. We didn't tell him Jadino was going to snatch him with a big claw.
Right. I did see clips of that.
Stand here and look. This is your man going to jump behind that tree over there. Stand here and wait for your man to jump from behind that tree. He said, "Okay." Jadino came with that claw, scared the hell out of him.
Poor baby. Oh my goodness.
I mean, we just like having fun. You know, we're not going to put anyone in danger, though. We're not going to do that.
It's all in
Exactly.
good fun. It's
Yeah.
all in good fun. Believe that. We have an excellent time on set.
Wow. So the whole production of, putting together the pilot for the Bunny Man movie, that was something, something special to you. I know that you had Thomas Sykes came out and Stacey Tyson came out to help you with the kids. How was that experience?
Yeah, well, whenever we film, now I call them veterans. They always come out to assist, whether it's kids, whether it's adults. They come out, share their input, they share advice, and I allow them to do that because they have done it. They've been there, so they be giving real good advice, and I love it because it's part of dealing with a family. It's not always about me. I don't always have the best idea. Like when I'm shooting the young people, sometimes I allow the young kids to straighten up my dialogue.
Right.
Like
right.
when I forgot what scene we was doing something, and the younger was saying the scene. He said, "Man, y'all, we don't say jump outs." I said, "What y'all say then?"
Right, exactly.
He said, "I forgot what he called them something, man. He called them something. The boys, yeah." He said, "Man, here come them boys." I was like, "Who in the hell the boys?" He said, "The police." I said, "Well,
boys
shit,
was
thanks
you.
for telling me." Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's just a different generation talk. And
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, God damn. So when I told him, I said, do me a favor, when you read the script, change some of that other stuff.
That's right.
You know, change the dialogue. I don't know. I'm 54. Well, I don't know. Yeah, 54 years old. So these youngins in their 20s. So the language and terms are different. Like right now, even with the informant script, I'm going to send it to my vice guys. I'm going to let them go over it. Then I'm going to send it to a couple of my young guys and let them read it. I just want the dialogue to be real because I don't hang out on the street corner.
Exactly.
You know, I'm in the house chilling every morning. I'm not out there selling drugs.
Exactly.
But I want the dialogue to be what they're used to.
Awesome.
I didn't know they switched jump outs from the boys. I had no damn. I'm like, who the hell the boys?
Exactly.
I'm asking other people, who the boys? Who they talking? I'm talking about the cowboy. I'm serious. I'm like, who are the boys? I had no idea the boys were the police.
Exactly.
I was lost. So I allow young people to give me their input, and I allow these guys to give me their input because I ain't
awesome.
man. One thing I did on the street was play sports.
Exactly.
I smoked weed one time, drunk Coke 45 one time. I didn't hang out on the street.
Coke 45. They still make that?
This was back in the day.
I
Back in the day.
know,
you
but
know?
I'm wondering,
I'm
do
just
they
saying,
still make
They
that?
still make that.
I
Oh,
wasn't
my
that. I
goodness.
wasn't that dude that sold drugs. They said no, young, and you go. My man took me down Cardozo. Said no, you playing for Cardozo.
Exactly.
So I was an athlete. I didn't have time to hang out in the streets. You know, I mean, I got in trouble when I was 17. I got locked up. Got in trouble. I had to do community service. That's what got me into coaching and dealing with youth. But that was just me being stupid and me not being at football practice where I should have been.
Exactly.
You know, so sports kept me off the streets. And then when I got on the streets, I done something stupid and got locked up.
Wow. Wow. So, I mean, when can we expect some of these projects, though?
Well, like I say, we're going to start filming everything. The Informant will be filmed October through November. Redemption, of course, will be filmed October the 7th. Part of Capital Murders will be filmed October the 7th. And then we're going to do our reenactments during the month of October. Excuse me. Everything will probably take about just a couple of months to edit. And then we'll put it out there and let the people rock.
Exactly. So,
You know?
are you still looking for entries for any of the...
Nah, I'm done. I only want no more
Okay.
entries. I only want no more entries for Informant because
Oh, okay.
a lot of new people, thank God, a lot of new people have sent me their information, and I have some of the older people who I've been filming with send me their information as well. So now I have a collective of old people and new people to rock and roll. So I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So how can people reach you though if they need to reach you?
Just about all my social media sites is Mitch Cradle, MITCHCREDLE. Other than Twitter, that's CRELLC.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to have to wrap it up. My time is up, y'all. I'm sorry. I keep saying I need to get some additional time. Maybe I need to talk to the higher ups and the higher B's and stuff to try to get me some additional time. But my time is up again for tonight. But I want to thank my guests for joining me. Thank you, Mr. Ty Dixon. Funny man, solid man, gummy bear man. Thank you for Thank you for joining me, Mr. Mitch Cradle. I thank you again. This is your second time here, and I appreciate every single time you come to enlighten us on everything that you have coming up. You guys make sure that you continue to stay tuned to these guys. They have a lot of projects coming up. A lot of good things are in the works for everybody to take a look at. Make sure you continue to check out his page whenever he's not on social media, Facebook jail, and
locked up.
And continue to follow Mr. Mitch Cradle. Again, he has a lot of great projects coming up. I want you guys to continue to follow me, continue to support. Next week we will have Mr. Aiden Hall from London Hall. He has a amazing clothing line actually that I want you guys to. I'll have him here next Sunday, so make sure you guys tune in. We will be talking all about what he has coming up with his clothing line and everything, and we just going to keep rocking out. All right. So thank you again. I want you guys to make sure you have an amazing week. I appreciate again being able to allow you guys to allow me to help you get your week started. And I will see you guys again next Sunday, same time, same station, and I'll be here. Talk to you guys later. See you.
Oh, yeah. Oh,